Hey y'all, welcome back to Floating Hands on the Internet. So today, I've done a reading on Matt and Abby when I first started this channel back in December, but I want to do another reading because I always come across Matt and Abby on TikTok. They're this attractive young couple who rose to fame during the pandemic. They have a couple kids. They're just, whatever. They've caused a lot of controversy with the personalities and yada, yada, yada. What they've said on their podcasts, etc. But people say that they're in a quote-unquote lavender marriage, which if you don't know what a lavender marriage is, look it up. But I'm just curious and I want to pull some cards on it. So this is always for alleged and entertainment purposes only, no facts here. I'm just a crazy lady with floating hands on the internet. Their relationship is interesting to me. I kind of just get young and immature vibes, but that's just my opinion. We're going to pull the tarot. I'm still doing free readings for until I hit 500 subscribers. I do a full-time job. This is like my side thing. So I'll get to them when I can, and I'll send you a private email. So if you want to, God, these are messy. If you want a free reading, email me at floatinghandsoti@gmail.com. And give me your picture, your date of birth, and your prompt. So for alleged and entertainment purposes only, we're going to do the relationship, kind of just check in with Matt and Abby and to kind of see if there's anything going on in terms of a lavender marriage. So, alleged and entertainment purposes only, no facts here. I believe Abby is a Sag and Matt is a Gemini. Shocker. I'm not trying to be a dickhead. Okay, let's just say, we'll start out strong. Do they have a lavender marriage? No, but they're bored, or somebody's bored, because so you have the Five of Wands in reversal, the Ten of Pentacles in the reversal, and the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. So the Five of Wands is in the reversal, which is kind of like, I do think that they bicker a lot, which is normal in a healthy relationship. That's about kind of conflicts coming. That's an agreement. Finding a solution. The Ten of Pentacles is in the reversal, which is a bow breaking with tradition. It also could be about control, but that's also just like not wanting to. There's a level of intimacy that hasn't been reached, which I mean, I don't know. I feel like they're pretty vulnerable on their podcast, a little too vulnerable if you ask me. And the Seven of Pentacles, it's kind of like growth and patience. I mean, to me, it's like you're bored. That's what I kind of figure with that. And clinging on to the past. Look at all these pentacles. I'm so sorry if you can hear my dog snoring. I don't have the heart to wake him up. Ooh. Okay. Well, the Death card is in the reversal. And the Death card is about resisting change. Kind of hanging on to the past. I know that they were high school sweethearts, so that makes total sense to me. When you marry really young, they got married when they were like, what, 19, 20, before they could legally drink. That's about making something really hard to work. And then the Queen of Cups is like emotional distance. So I'm actually going to pull individual cards on them, but it's hard to say. I mean, do I think Matt's gay? No. But do I think it's social media, right? Like you're putting on a front. But I'm gonna pull some individual cards because I want to know where that Queen of Cups is coming from. Because I feel like there is some emotional distance with that Queen of Cups, and I want to know who's it coming from and why. So normally I try to like elaborate more on the first pull like that, but I want to know. Because it feels like, I mean, the Five of Wands in the reversal, that's about coming to a compromise. The Ten of Pentacles in the reversal, that's about breaking laws of tradition. And the Seven of Pentacles is like, I'm bored. So that could be regrets about getting married young. But one could argue, like, hey, I just don't get the feeling he's gay, if I'm being honest with you. If you don't know what lavender marriage is, it's when a girl marries a guy and he's gay and they cover it up. But that's just my opinion for alleged and entertainment purposes only. But let's so yeah, I don't think he's gay. I don't think it's lavender marriage. I kind of think what my intuitive feeling was before, where they just got married young and there's some immaturity. But let's pull some cards on kind of where, let's do Abby first. Where is Abby at emotionally with this marriage? For alleged and intended purposes only. Don't sue me. Ooh. That's boundaries are being broken. Three of Wands in the reversal. All right, that's interesting. That's very interesting because I mean, if you see Abby on social media, she's so bubbly, she's so loving. Like, she definitely puts off that front, which I didn't feel like it was a front. You know, that's about lack of boundaries. Emotional instability around you. I wonder if she feels that way about Matt, because the Three of Wands next to it, that's about disappointment. And then you have the King of Swords in the upright, which is so I wonder if he's a Gemini. So yeah, that makes him an air sign, right? Yeah, that's fire and air. That's him and Abby. You know what? Honestly, I feel like with that King of Swords, it's like, this is the smart thing to do to make money. I don't doubt that they're happy, but I feel like there are some boundary issues. And I also feel like with that Three of Wands, it's kind of like, I don't want to grow with you. And I know that, like, I think they're going to have another baby. That's just my opinion. It would shock me if she popped up pregnant, but that's about being disappointed. So honestly, it's like, this is like lack of boundaries, kind of just, you know, like lack of boundaries, not wanting to grow, but it's like, this is the smart thing to do for our careers and money and stuff. The Page of Cups. Yeah, it's emotional maturity. Apathy. That's interesting that I'm getting this for Abby. Yeah, there she is. I think it's for the kids, if I'm being honest with you. I think it's for the kids and for social media, because it's like, she knows that she'll love her babies, and I think that's enough for her. The Page of Cups, that's, again, the immaturity. They're, you know, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I mean, I'm 28. I think Abby's like 26. Maybe Matt's 26. I don't know. They had kids really young. They got married really young, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I just think there's a lot of immaturity with that Page of Cups. It's like emotional maturity. The fourth cup is stagnation. The Queen of Pentacles is like, I think her love for him has changed, which is normal. I mean, they've been married for quite, 6 years, I think. They've had 2 children. They're probably gonna have more. So it's like that it just kind of feels like a business deal almost, but it's not like Abby doesn't love him, but that Page of Cups is emotional maturity. The Four of Cups is like apathy and stagnation, but then there's that Queen of Pentacles, which is somebody who's nurturing and dependable. Like, Abby's a good mom. Yeah, you're hanging on to something. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Blocked intuition. Oh my god, look at all those. You guys, look at, I just pulled 3 swords and they're all in the reversal. Swords are about communication. They're also about air signs, which is the Gemini card. It's in the reversal. Look, maybe she's just a really good actress, but I just don't think she likes her husband that much right now. That's about refusing to let something come to an end. So I do think she would fight for her marriage. The Queen of Swords is in the reversal, which is about criticism. Either she's being critical of her situation or Matt's being critical towards her. I'm inclined to believe it's the latter, because Matt clearly, I think Matt's a man-child, if I'm being honest with you. I think he got married to this really hot, conventionally attractive girl, and she had babies, and even though she's still really fucking hot, I mean, she looks better. I mean, her body's banging, and I just kind of feel like he misses that part of her almost. The 2 swords in the reversal, which is about blocked intuition. Honestly, I'm picturing the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil monkeys. I think she's a little bit in denial about it. But honestly, I think for her, it's like, well, I'll just get more babies and it'll be fine. And even if I don't love my husband, like my husband, that's okay. I think she did love him at one point and like him at one point, but I just think when you know who I'm picturing in my mind's eye is Scott and Lynette from Desperate Housewives. If you know, you know, you can look it up. But just, he was such a man-child, and Lynette gave him all those babies and quit her career. And I'm not saying Abby isn't happy with that, but I just feel like some men need their ego stroked to the max, and I think Abby's probably getting a little bit fed up with that. So let's look at this. But I do think, like, she's going to continue to have babies, and she's going to continue on with her career, because that's the smart thing to do with that King of the King of Swords in the upright. It's like, it's the smart thing to do. It's the intellectual thing to do. So, yeah. Let's do, how does Matt feel about their marriage, where they're heading, where they're at, and etc. For alleged entertainment purposes only. No facts here. How's Matt doing with this marriage? Come, bruh. Bro. You have a hot-ass wife. And the Ace of Wands is in the reversal. You know, I don't... Listen, I feel called to say, you could be fucking Beyonce and get cheated on. The value of a man has nothing to do with the way that a woman looks. I'm just gonna say that. Okay, in a period of rest. Be so fucking for real. Listen. I think Matt likes... do I think he's a bad guy? Depends what your version of good or bad is. But the Ace of Wands in reverse, that's a dick card. It's in the reversal. That's about hesitation. I wonder if he doesn't want more kids. I think that might be it. That's about thinking, and that's about kind of abuse of power. So I wonder if he... And also, I mean, the King of Wands, that's about like a bully. But honestly, with Matt, I feel like it's more subtle. That is fire and fire, which Abby is a Sagittarius, so it's in the reversal. I also think that he wants to be the boss, but I feel like he can't be with that King of Wands in the reversal. Ego. Also, the Six of Wands is about a power couple. So you could say that could be Matt and Abby. Like, he's something pretty to put around her arm. I'm picturing him putting on like a diamond, like, watch. And be like, look at me, but it's Abby. Like, she's good arm candy. But honestly, I feel like that card is about ego. Queen of Swords in the reversal. Criticism. I think he criticizes her. This is a very self-oriented card. Now, I'm hearing the song. I want to talk about me. I want to talk about I. Like, I'm not saying he's a bad dude. I'm sure he's a great dad, but I just think he would have loved to have been married to Abby longer without having children, so that he could enjoy being like young and hot, which is ironic because they're both too convinced. And I don't like to talk this way normally, but it's just kind of what I'm intuitively feeling. I just think he regrets having children young. Sun card. Tower card. Nice swords in the reversal. Yeah, I mean, the Sun card, that's about clarity. Hearing the song Suddenly I See. Again, like, it's not that I don't love my children. I guess I wish I would have waited. This card is also connected to the Magician, which is about, in the Wheel of Fortune, right? The Magician is about the creator. Somebody, like, if you were to ask me, what does Floating Hands on the Internet feel about tarot, you'd pull the Magician card for me because I'm the creator, right? Like, content creation. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is something that brings you like good luck and money, I think. And notice how this like person looks kind of young, that looks like a baby, and it's right next to the Tower card. It's kind of like, this is clarity, new opportunities, and then, but it's right next to the Tower card, which is about things crumbling down. I mean, having a child, no matter how much you love your child, changes your life forever. It's about sudden change, and it's connected to the Chariot card, which is about it happened really fast. I mean, they had 2 kids. Literally, they had 2 kids 13 months apart. And then you have next to the, I mean, that's Matt. He's a Gemini. It's air and air. The Knight of Swords is in the reversal. That's about like a pushy, aggressive behavior. I think he has a lot of dreams, and he's really ambitious. I know he's talked about this. But I think his dreams had to come to a halt, and he's talked about this in his videos, right? Like how having children made him, he made that stupid fucking song. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I just think I think a part of him kind of resents Abby, which is strange because I'm sure they both, I mean, if you're having unprotected sex with your wife, like, you're gonna get pregnant. Like I said, I don't think he's a horrible, oh, you know what? What's popping in my head is Man Child by Sabrina Carpenter. So, for alleged entertainment purposes only. But let's do kind of a cross spread between the two of them to end this on. Always for alleged entertainment purposes only. No facts here. I keep feeling the need to say that, so not sure if y'all... I feel like they're not the type to watch tarot, but just in case. No facts here, you guys. Let me try a new spread I haven't done before. I'm just pulling out my book for spreads. Let's see. It'd be fun to do. I'm gonna do the Celtic cross. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we're gonna do it as their energy together. So, can I zoom out? Oh, I don't know if I want y'all to see that close. All right. So, we're gonna do the energy around their marriage. Bro, I don't think they should have another kid, but I feel like they're going to. The Ten of Wands is about a burden. That guy's so overwhelmed, he's so burdened. So what's the energy that blocks this marriage? Dude, 2 tens. That's crazy. I mean, seriously, it's the 10 of Swords too. Like, I'm not saying they don't put on a good front, and I'm not saying they, like, either they're putting on a really good front or they're having some marriage. If y'all are watching this, don't be mad at me. Go to counseling. I'm not like, go to counseling. Because if I'm pulling, it's like there's this burden, there's this like kind of like this back. I'm hearing the song Backstabber by Kesha, so I definitely think there's issues with like communication and passion, because swords are about communication, wands are about fire and passion. So there could be some I feel like I shouldn't say that, but there could be some issues with children or in the bedroom. Anyway, moving on. What are things that unconscious forces they don't know about? The Fool card, it's kind of like they're now living life and they are no longer these. I do think that there's still a lot of golden retriever energy because they're so young, but it's kind of like, I'm no longer this 16-year-old girl or 16-year-old boy who's infatuated with you. It's like we have children, we have a real life. And even though they're influencers, you guys, influencers still, like, they're people. They're going to have their issues. So I feel called to say that as well. I think they don't understand that getting married so young came with this, I don't want to call it a problem, but this issue of kind of realizing we've never been with any other people. And now that we have kids, I never will be, which, I mean, people can say is a blessing or not, but whatever. So what are they conscious of? 10 of Pentacles in the reversal. That's about, like, loss, breaking with tradition. You want that to be an upright if you had, like, a happy family. I wonder if content creation is getting to them, because the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, I mean, Pentacles are about money, and I wonder if they don't love what they do as much as they used to. I know they've opened up about those struggles, but what are some past events that have affected this marriage? 9 of Wands in the reverse, wanting to give up. I mean, I guess that's normal. Especially when you get married young, it's like you kind of want to throw in the towel. What are some potential things they're going to face? The Lover's card. That's a fucking Gemini too, you guys. I know the Lover's card is about love, but it's in the reversal. They might. If y'all are watching this, go to counseling. Everyone could use a little therapy. What are their feelings? I'll just say about what's in their heart. Yeah, again, that's Matt. I feel like a lot of these problems are Matt, you guys. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I also think, like, with that, hopefully that means, like, they're wanting to get to the root problem of what potential problems that they could face if they're not facing them now. That's also could be the internet with that 9 of Swords. So other people's opinions. What's the internet's opinion about them? Yeah, they present as, like, this, and I know people call out Matt and Abby out on their shit, but, like, they present as this couple who are besties. Like, this is the besties card. They're a union ship. What are some hopes or fears? Children. This is the 6 of Cups. This is the children card. This is about the past. It's like they spent so much time investing in their future. They've been together since they were, like, children, of course. It's like, I don't want to lose that, but then also we have kids and I don't want that to fall apart. And then what's the potential outcome? Be so fucking for real, you guys. Listen, I don't know them like that. They said before they don't believe in divorce, I believe, but if I'm pulling Wands, which is about being burdened. This is fire. 10 of Swords, which is like a backstabbing. I'm pulling them and they're they're literally putting against each other. I have the Lovers card. I have the potential outcome. Listen, I'm not saying that they're going to get divorced. I'm sure they'd be really pissed off, but I think in the long term, I just heard 10 years. See where social media is at. See where they're at with their social media career. See where they're at with aging. I mean, they'll be in their mid-30s. The 30s are the best years of your life. I don't know if you guys know that, but your 30s, you're hot. You are feeling yourself, but, you know, somebody like Matt, who I think is a little bit superficial, might have a wandering eye. I don't know. I'm just telling you what the cards feel like. So this was for alleged intent purposes only. No facts here. If you guys want a free reading from me, email me at flittinginso@gmail.com. Don't post any hate down below. I feel like Matt and Abby do get a lot of hate. That's not the purpose of this. I was just kind of curious and being nosy. And yeah, I guess if you made it to the end, you're nosy too.